Greetings everyone, hi and welcome. Hey, thanks for joining me guys. This is Cancer's yearly forecast for 2019 from February leading up to January 2020. We are using 12 cards, one for each month, using this Morgan Greer deck. So I'm about to shuffle and get the intent for you guys. I have been shuffling just before I started recording, but I'll carry on doing that. I'm doing this for you today on the 16th of January, and this is a day sort of in between the first solar eclipse of the year, which was on the 5th of January. We're about to have another eclipse, I think the lunar eclipse, on the 21st of January. But today there happen to be 3 close asteroids flying by Earth, and these were not noted until very recently. So when asteroids interact with our Earth space and they push past at colossal speeds, the wave that they make comes through and, you know, interferes with us or interacts with us as well. So along with 2 eclipses, we've now got this series of asteroids also interjecting energy for the month of January. This is a big start to any year, and it will lead us into the new year with lots of potential personal changes. That's what eclipses lead us into. So there are more eclipses in July, and there is one last one in December, I think on the 26th. This is also a year where we are moving into a brand new 9-year cycle. So it can be very profound to contemplate the direction that you want these next 9 years of your life to go. If there's something that you want to change up or move out, this is the time to set all of that in, you know, get the groundwork done and start the process of making these things happen. It's a good time for trying to bring manifesting of your dreams and desires into action as quickly as possible. So this is for Cancer. We are also going to call in Archangel Michael to be with us for the reading. He was called in for Leo as well, and he really did provide us with quite a great deal of interest in that reading. I do suggest to you all to check your moon and rising signs as well, and come back during the year to watch this video, because obviously a year is a long time, and over time you'll probably forget some of the insights or messages. So this is for Cancer for the year for 2019 from February into January 2020 with the help and assistance of Archangel Michael. So what have we got in store for Cancer? Your first card for February is the Ace of Rods. Great way to start. You know, we had a lot of aces in the January readings, but I don't normally see aces very often, so it's nice to see one come out for you guys, and it's at the sort of the beginning of the reading and the beginning of the year. March, you have the 6 of Swords. April, you have the 7 of Rods. May, you have the 9 of Pentacles. So we're moving into the next row now, the next quarter of the year. So for June, you have the 2 of Pentacles. For July, you have the 8 of Swords. For August, you have the Sun, which is your first major arcana. For September, you have the Devil, that's your second major arcana. October is the 4 of Cups. November is the Empress, that's a 3rd major. December is the Lovers, that's a 4th major. And January is the Strength, it's a 5th major. So they're all kind of clustered. Your major arcanas are clustered from here on down in quite a powerful grouping as the year starts to wind itself up and move into 2020, because this is the January card for that. So, you know, starting off with an ace and finishing with the Lovers and moving into the year with another positive card is a pretty good road here for you guys, Cancer. So if we start with that first one up in February, the Ace of Rods, You know, all aces are about new beginnings, and they're about the invitation to feel into something new, especially the wands, because this is the creative source of life. This is where we find inspiration, ideas, passion and excitement. This can often be around things such as our career, or things that we do pertaining to maybe wanting to make a living from. So if any of you out there are budding authors or budding actors or writers or musicians, these are the types of energies that the Ace of Wands can be depicting activity and awakening and awareness and movement in. So look out for your creative side as the year starts. Look out for ideas or propositions coming to you from other people as well. So you might well be picked up, or, you know, scouted out like a talent scout. Some of you might be like models or something, and you get noted. Especially for the younger ones, this could be a really big opportunity for you guys to start something, the journey of something big. And remember that I said this take you on the road for the next 9-year cycle. So really plug into these big, powerful cards down here, and those type of positive energies. Just before we go too much further, you've got 2 cards in here too that denote a little bit of travel. They both indicate a little bit of travel within them. So moving into March, we see the 6 of Swords, and it is a travel card. It can mean going overseas, or travelling via sea to somewhere, so like via boat. It can also mean literally, or more metaphysically, moving from something that's been difficult or a little bit tense or anxious, moving from that feeling or energy into something more positive. So if any of you have been involved in something that's just not been flowing, like disconnected, causing a bit of grief or negativity, it feels as though this may be moving on. Perhaps this opportunity here is in part connected with this. Some of you could be moving for a career option or a career choice. Some of you could be moving out of a stuck, glitchy feeling where there was no real activation or excitement or passion in something like a career. You could now be moving into more of that feeling as though you're connected and excited and passionate. It can also be associated with relationships, so moving away from a relationship that has been turbulent or, not that good for you, so slightly negative, and moving into a more positive space. This can also mean for some of you moving home, so shifting to a new location, and again sometimes across sea or to another part of a country. You do take sometimes people with you, so possibly family members or friends. Sometimes this isn't necessarily a journey that you conduct on your own. And again, this could be at the metaphysical, so you might take some people with you but leave others behind that no longer serve the purpose. If we come into April, we see the 7 of Wands. This is a card that tells you to stand your ground and not give up, especially if you have had ideas or thoughts, or you're halfway through a project and you're thinking, oh, look, I'm just going to give up because it's not working. It's not going the way I thought it would. This card tells you to keep going, keep looking for more resources. There is possibly something you haven't looked far enough into, or you've missed it off your list. Go back and double check, ask further, broaden your horizons, widen your scope, but don't give up. This is a powerful card of saying that you're along the right track. And again, this can be career related, or something you're very passionate about, something that moves you from the heart. So it can also be associated with relationships and passion as well. We come to May and we see the 9 of Pentacles. So you have a couple of Pentacle cards in, and she is the more harmonized one, I guess you could say. She's voluptuous, she's beautiful, she seems to have everything in the world going for her. Her beauty, she's adorned with gold coins, so she is opulent, and she's quite social. She loves engagements and parties and functions and people. She's a wonderful listener and the hostess with the mostess. So this could indicate at that time of the year you are involved with feeling this way. Maybe you're hosting parties or you're attending events where people are around. You might be also noted at this time as being someone who engages with this type of energy, or that you exude it one way or another. People may see you in this light of prosperity and happiness and giving and nurturing. If not, it could be around your finances. It could be saying that it feels quite a prosperous time in May. You may find that you are gifted a little bit of money, or that you have a bit more insight on how to earn more, or perhaps you get a small promotion or a wage rise, or somebody pays you, gratitude of kind. So you are rewarded in a way for your effort and input and knowledge. Whatever way you look at it, it is a really positive card. And then we sweep down into June and we see this one here, the Two of Pentacles. It has not quite the same buoyancy, even though we've got a ship in the background. It doesn't have quite the same buoyancy as this one up here in terms of money, because he's juggling his money. So there's a possibility that you can overspend when he's around. You can be out there going, oh, life's great, I'm going to buy this and go there and spend up large, and then you'll get a bill turn up, or you'll think, oh my God, I forgot to pay the taxes, or I forgot to pay the insurance, or oh my God, my car engine is broken. So the card is very much about balancing this need to buy or save or spend or have bills come in. So it says keep some back for a rainy day, balance your finances appropriately, pay the bills that need to be paid first and don't forget them. And then if there's something left, put some into savings, and then if there's something left, spend it and enjoy it. This card can also turn up again when we're talking about career opportunities. The likelihood of attending an interview is quite high when this card is around, and sometimes being offered the job. Sometimes this is a job offer overseas, a little bit, that these two are diagonally attached. So, I said before, you might be moving overseas for a job offer, and this Two of Pentacles has the similar energy. So there is still potential movement up in this first kind of sector of the reading and that first part of the year. And some of you, it feels as though it's attached to career opportunities. Now for others of you, it's more like a pleasure trip, or it's going on a trip one way or another. But we're definitely seeing the ocean again, and we're seeing it overseas. So both cards are giving us the message that some of you during the year are going to be travelling overseas, either for career opportunities or for pleasure, and possibly some of you could move overseas to another country. Maybe it's even to immigrate or emigrate as well. We come to July and we see the Eight of Swords, and in real terms it's one of the more glitchy ones in the reading, but it's an easy one to work with when we understand that it's our own inner fears that we're projecting outward, because we're not doing the research. We're not looking at things closely enough. We're not understanding hints and tips that are being sent to us from the cosmic helpers, such as Archangel Michael. So if you're going through any periods where you feel a bit stressed or tense or anxious, and both of these cards can give that sort of feeling, remember to call on your benevolent cosmic helpers. And Archangel Michael is a brilliant one to call upon, because he is fundamentally the protector for us all. He protects our homes, our families, ourselves. He nurtures when there's fear or worry or anxiety. He kind of bundles us up and helps us through it. So he nurtures the nervous system in many ways. So talk to him if you're feeling nervous or anxious. Talk to that vibrational light energy. Connect with your cosmic helpers. Listen to your intuition and see what messages are coming through to you via the psychic realm. She can't necessarily see through here because she's blindfolded, but if she listened to her inner self a little more, she would understand that there is a way through those swords. There is a gap. And that's what life is often about. You know, if you can't find one way out, you look for another. Or if it's like if you were playing one of those games, you know, like escape the room type scenario, you don't give up when you come to the first wall and you can't find the exit. You keep going and going and going. And that's the message of the card. So we come to August. For some of you in the Northern Hemisphere, that's the middle of your summer. And boom, you've got the beautiful sun, just, you know, like doubly enhancing that magic of summer. For us down here in the Southern Hemisphere, it's our winter. And by then, I'm desperate for the sun. I'm such a summer lover. So I think when the sun card comes out, it offers you the beautiful harmony and the energetic connection to life itself. It's like being blessed and kissed by the sun. You know, when you've had a summer's day and you've been out in the sun at the beach or a lake or something, and you feel that sun-kissed feeling on your skin. This is what the sun is like in a reading. It nurtures you, it bolsters you, it feeds you, it energizes you, it gives you gifts of ideas, of conception. It can often, with this card, propagate new relationships, especially romantic ones. It's a fertile card. It could be a time for any of you wanting to conceive a pregnancy. This could happen around about this time as well. It is a really great time for thinking about new businesses or new relationships in regards to businesses. So forming alliances and allegiances as well, and usually they're quite positive. We come to September and we see the Devil, kind of the opposite of the Sun. The Devil card can represent January energy, so Capricorn people, so there might be a Capricorn associated around about this time. And the Devil card is known for, you know, obsessions and feeling unbalanced again. So in this row, we have 3 cards that kind of talk about being off balance a little bit and the need to bring balance and harmony back in. But because you've got the Sun in the middle, it feels as though you're being supported in some way. There is this galactic support coming to you. You just need to remember to tap into it. And even if this devil is causing you issues, like you might be thinking, oh, you know, I need to let go of any old things I'm holding on to, and I need to go on a diet or lose weight or stop drinking or stop gambling, or I need to get out of an abusive relationship. The Sun can help with that, which is what I've just talked about. So this one here kind of takes over from this, and if you get to this position in September or October type energy where you're feeling a bit deflated, or you're still trying to get rid of something in your life that you know you shouldn't have around you, or that is dragging you down or hindering you, then go back to the energies of the Sun and couple with that again, and really extrapolate the power of the Sun to help get rid of the devil kind of tendencies. None of these things are necessarily quick fixes in life. You know, to get rid of something that we've been clinging to for a long, long time, or whatever type of addiction we're talking about, or obsession or abusive situation, it may not disappear overnight. It might take a year or many years to work through and to get it gone. But once you start the process in action, you're on the road to freedom. And that's the important thing with the Devil card. Finding freedom at your own personal inner self. We come down to October and we see the Four of Cups, and this card is about you know, the love and emotions, because it's a cup card. So it can often talk to us saying that we feel as though we could be being offered something, but we're just not thinking it's the right thing. So this card can be about being ambivalent and not grateful enough. It reminds us to be more grateful for the things that we have around us, and to remember the saying that the grass isn't necessarily greener on the other side. So sometimes when this card is around, yes, there could be a proposition or offer coming to you. but you might not be thinking it's the right type. Now, oftentimes it is associated with relationships. However, it could be business deals or career opportunities or health initiatives as well. So when the card comes out, the best thing to do is make sure you look at all opportunities coming your way and don't turn them down until you have clearly checked through them all, because one of them could surprise you. It could be the very thing you're looking for but don't realise. So remember that around September, October, November time. We come to November and we see the Empress. Again, she's just beautiful harmony. She's not dissimilar to the Sun. She offers fertility, so another time of potential conception of pregnancies, but also conception of business ideals, propositions, the formation of teaming up, collaboration and relationships. She is also quite open to new relationships coming on board. People find her, very attractive and voluptuous, and they're intrigued by her beauty and her love that she has. She wears this beautiful red heart right in the middle there, open for everyone to see. So they feel love when she's around. So love could be harmonized at this time of the year for you guys. It could be exalted, especially with this connection to the Sun up here. This can be about love. So can this, so is this. So there's a lot of potential emotional feeling and connection within this reading. And for some of you looking for new romances and things, there's more than enough opportunities coming your way, especially toward the end of the year. And for those of you already in existing relationships, this can be the time to rebalance them, reignite them, reharmonize them, clear anything out that wasn't working within the relationship, like change it up, step it up, refurbish it. So all of these opportunities are golden moments, and you really have stacked the cards so that they have more power when they're all clustered together like this. She has her foot here with the small crescent moon around it, which could be symbolic of the upcoming last eclipse of the year on December the 26th. So there might be something through the ecliptical energies that come to you that bring in this love emotion, or this harvest, the reaping of something beneficial, the completion of something, there's some sort of cycle that is turning in favour of, it's like a creative energy. We come to the last card for 2019 and we see the beautiful Lovers, which of course most people enjoy seeing in their reading for various reasons. So, we'll start with the obvious. Yes, the Lovers can represent this wonderful, amazing, intimate relationship between two people, and it can be very special, like a soulmate that could walk into your life and you just go, oh my God, this is the one, this is the person I've been waiting for. It can also represent a deeper connection than that. It can even represent like a twin flame illumination. And I won't go into that now in this reading, but the twin flame energy is more about a deep spiritual awakening of your own soul's activation. It's a little bit like this heart over here, and feeling the cosmic tie-in to all that is and understanding that. Those are some of the first meanings of the Lovers card. The other ones can mean that, again, we're talking about the collaboration of a partnership. Two people fusing together to form one unified entity, such as a business. So sometimes this is an amazing opportunity for new businesses as well. And I've mentioned it through all three of these, this triangle shape. That's the 3. And of course 2019 is a 3 year. It's a powerful number combination. For some of you, there could be this opportunity of growing a business or starting a business or finding a partner that you just go, wow, we could do this together. Opportunities abound. And for some of you, this card means choices. do I take this choice? Do I do that? Do I follow this? Do I follow my heart? Sometimes this card means that the lovers are illicit lovers and there's a three-party involved. So there could be a married couple involved and there's a third party as part of the lovers situation. And this is where the choice can come in. You might have to weigh things up and go, you know, I can see there's something here that needs to be altered a bit and changed out. And it's kind of no surprise in many ways that the devil is also slightly attached to it, because sometimes this could be a bit obsessive as well, or a little bit one-sided, or a little bit negative in some ways. But because this is a general reading, for each of you this is going to come in at a different level. And it's up to you guys too to figure out which meaning has the most significant impact for the cards as we work through them. And that's also why I suggest that you come back during the year, because there's a lot to take on board, and as the year progresses and you revisit it again, you can think a little bit more about the month that you're wanting to look into and go a bit deeper with it. So anyhow, we walk out of 2019 with these lovers and hand, whatever it is they're doing and conspiring to bring about and birth into this end of year, and carry with them into 2020. And then we're given the Strength card. And again, you know, power, boom. It's like starting 2020 off with magical strength. This is you, Cancer, with inner strength, feeling the power, feeling in control of something, booting this one out. You know, boom, he's gone because you've got the strength. And it's not about physical fighting anymore. It's not about feeling threatened. It's not about being with abusive people around you, whether it be at work or whether it be in a family situation or whether it be with a personal partner. This card emulates, very similar to our diagonal couple up here, power, good health, strength at the emotional, physical and spiritual level, knowing, understanding, awareness, not afraid, so lack of fear, no fear, not like up here, moving from that into this. So somewhere as that year progresses, I feel like you guys gain this, like, you know, growing your shell, but becoming bigger and stronger and not afraid to take the steps forward into 2020 as you evolve through this year and make these decisions and find these people in your life and find these opportunities. So there we are, Cancer, a beautiful, powerful reading, some real love and activation in there, some real support from your archangels and cosmic guides. I thank you all for joining me. I love doing the readings for you. Please sub the channel and hit the notification button, because there's something going wackadoodle with YouTube. My videos are struggling to be, you know, get into the top pages. There's something that's got some sort of block on it at the moment. So we just need to get it out there more and more so that the readings can be heard by as many people as possible, because that's what I'm here to do, to help provide the messages and the light-filled energies. So thank you guys. Have a wonderful 2019. I wish you all the very, very best with an exciting chapter ahead for you all. Much love. Namaste.